Welcome to an updated review of PeerBerry. So it's been 1 year since I've recorded my initial review of this platform. Back then I was using PeerBerry for about 2 years and my investment amount was close to 10,000 euro. In this video I will share with you how my portfolio has evolved, but also how PeerBerry has developed over the past few months. So is PeerBerry still as good as last year? Well, keep watching until the end if you want to find out. My name is Jakub from P2P Empire, and if your goal is to become a more educated P2P investor, well, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and like this video to see more content from us in the future. So PeerBerry is one of the fastest growing P2P lending marketplaces where you can earn interest by investing in loans. In my last year's PeerBerry review, I've introduced you to the platform and walked you through all of the functionalities. So if you are completely new to P2P lending and you want to see a step-by-step guide on how PeerBerry works, you can pause this video and watch the review from the last year, as it's still pretty accurate. In this video, we'll be focusing on new features and changes to my portfolio. So let's first start with some of the most important news. The probably most interesting new feature is the mobile app. You can now track the performance of your investments directly from your phone, and the best thing about it is that you have access to advanced charts that show you how your portfolio is diversified. You can see your diversification across countries, lenders, or loan types, and you can also check how much of your investments are delayed. By the way, on PeerBerry, you are still earning interest on your delayed loans. So in the case where you have some delayed loans in your portfolio, there is not really any reason to panic. Another new feature is the auto invest plan. You can basically choose one of the 3 predefined automated strategies. The main difference between all of those strategies is mostly the loan type and the long term. The short-term portfolio includes obviously only short-term loans. The long-term portfolio includes loans with a duration of up to 5 years. So the short-term loans are excluded in this one. And the first strategy diversifies your investments into real estate loans with a duration of up to 1 year. What you should be definitely aware of is that you cannot define the maximum investment amount into one loan, and nor control the diversification of your money. So this means that the strategy could, in theory, allocate all your investments, maybe even in just a few loans from one loan originator. Also keep in mind that if a new lender is added on PeerBerry, the strategy will not automatically include this lender into the auto invest portfolio. If this happens, your auto invest plan might stop working. And in this scenario, you have to delete the old auto invest plan and create a new one. So if you really want to have a full control of how your investments are diversified, I highly recommend setting up your individual auto invest portfolios. Just keep in mind that the supply of loans is not equal for all the lenders and all countries. If you limit your auto invest too much, it can cause cash drag, which won't make you happy. But don't worry about it too much. I will show you my own auto invest settings and how the investments are distributed in just a minute. Apart from those new features, PeerBerry has also significantly improved their reporting standards. You can now view the most important statistical data on PeerBerry statistics page, including the investment status of the currently outstanding loan book, which gives you a good idea about how the loans on PeerBerry are performing. Based on our market analysis, we can confirm that PeerBerry is still one of the platforms with the least delayed loans from the payday loan sector. Apart from the new statistics page, PeerBerry is also sharing monthly performance report. You can also review short reports from various markets where PeerBerry's lending partners are operating. In addition to that, the vast majority of the financial reports of lending companies are audited and translated into English, and you can also review them directly on the loan originators page. The platform has also recently added 2 new lending companies, CashX from Sri Lanka and Credit 365 from Kazakhstan, which are both short-term lenders operating under the Aventus Group trademark. What's new are also the real estate loans from newly added lender SIB Group. If you want to have exposure to real estate loans from Lithuania, this might be a good option for you. What you should be also informed about is the recent change in shareholders. Igor Istrofimovas acquired a 50% stake from the former shareholder Genrik Baitul. The reason for this was to increase the share capital as well as the involvement of shareholders in PeerBerry's operations. PeerBerry's latest annual report will also be published as soon as it is approved by the Latvian tax authorities. According to our knowledge, the platform showed similar profits as in 2019. So those were kind of the main highlights. The performance of the loan book on PeerBerry remained very stable over the last year, which is certainly worth mentioning, as many other lending companies on other platforms have struggled. I can confirm the impressive performance myself. As announced in one of our videos at the beginning of this year, we have increased the stake on PeerBerry by €5,000. Our current portfolio, which we are using to monitor the performance of PeerBerry's loan book, is currently well over €17,000. It runs pretty much on autopilot. All of the returns are being reinvested and the compounding effect takes care of the rest. Most of the auto-invest settings remain the same actually as last year. The maximum investments in one loan has been increased, however, to €30 to further reduce potential cash drag. We've also reduced the exposure in South Asian markets. Our investments in countries like Russia, Ukraine, Poland, Moldova and Kazakhstan have yielded very solid returns, so there's currently no need to change anything. If you have been following P2P Empire, you are aware that we are using PeerBerry mostly to invest in short-term loans. In the case where you don't want to use a dedicated platform for real estate loans, you can also stick to PeerBerry and invest in one of the projects from LeadHome, which is a profitable lender that is listing investments in Lithuanian real estate properties. So the net annual return for our portfolio is currently 10.91%, which includes the 0.5% bonus for investment amounts over €10,000. In comparison to the last year's return, the interest rate dropped by 0.85%. That's mainly due to the higher demand for investments than the currently available supply of loans. From an investor's point of view, earning more than 10% interest by investing on a reliable platform is still a very good deal in my opinion. Surely, the diversification options on PeerBerry are limited. On the flip side, however, you don't have any pending payments nor funds in recovery, which means that PeerBerry remains still one of the best platforms when it comes to ratio between risk, return, liquidity and the support. The reporting standards are also very high, and in fact, PeerBerry is one of the few market players that is profitable despite the growth of the user base and investments in further development of the platform. If you want to learn more about PeerBerry or read the latest news, you can head over to our PeerBerry review, where you will also find several interviews with the management of the company or its lending partners. If you are looking for a reliable way to earn 10% per year, you might as well use our partner link in the description and get yourself an additional bonus of 0.5% on your investments within the first 3 months. In the case where you are already investing on PeerBerry and you want to share your experience with us, feel free to add your thoughts in the comments below. So I hope you have enjoyed this updated review about PeerBerry. Thanks for watching and I will catch you in the next one.